Hello Leos, and welcome to your February 2021 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. So, the first card that came out, two cards, I have Death and I have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is interesting because this is like the end of a period where nothing, even though you were working, putting some efforts, there was this kind of I'm not getting anything out of this. I am, investing in something that will not give any fruits, whatever it is. And then I have the World and the Ten of Swords. So whatever mental belief, thoughts, whatever that was happening within yourself that kept you investing and putting energy into that thing that wasn't giving you anything, now you're able to truly finish this because you're hitting your Ten of Swords. Your mind will not let you be in that state where, because yes, when we invest into something, we do something, there's a period where we don't have any results. Like if you start your business, of course, you don't expect big profits the first year and whatnot. But the principle is the fruits of life is not just profits, financial profits. The fruits of life are the enjoyments that we have. Enjoying the journey is part of the fruits, enjoying the activity, enjoying the interactions, these are the fruits of life. Seven of Pentacles, there's none of that. The guy looks miserable. He has no more will to continue to go through the motions because he has no fruits. Now, whatever mentality made you act like that, you're putting an end to it. And here, going from mental jail to Six of Swords, finally being able to leave that behind, leave that way of doing things maybe, leave the mental prison that kept you in that state of, working, putting energy and not even enjoying the process. End of that. So under Death and the Seven of Pentacles, I have Temperance. So of course it's all about divine timing. It is time now to understand that so you can allow death in. Okay? And under that I have the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles. See? King of Pentacles is the masculine that has results, not this. He is ruled by Venus. So when I'm talking about the fruits of life, everything that Venus can provide, so the pleasures of life, the enjoyments, Here, this is kind of a soul teaching of how you can pull the pleasures out of this life here. Let's say it like that. Under the World, we have the Five of Wands and the King of Cups. So, Five of Wands, conflict. King of Cups, there's the masculine side, but that masters the emotions, being grounded emotionally and all. With the conflict and all. So that tells me that this thinking pattern that you're finishing did create conflict. Maybe you had conflict at work. Maybe you had conflict at home, conflict around you, making it not enjoyable. And maybe it was affecting also your emotional state here. We'll see. Under the Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords, I have the Chariot and I have an Ace of Cups. So there's this emotional intelligence here that is kind of going to rebalance or end that cycle of swords so that you can be rebalanced, Chariot, and move forward. Chariot is movement forward with love, which is a fruit of life in a way. Actually enjoying, allowing pleasure, peace, serenity, and so on. Bottom of the deck, I have the Four of Swords. There's an understanding here of why maybe you had disappointments, because of course you were disappointed here, but it's like you're leaving a situation or a way of being that did not allow the simple pleasures of having the fruits of life. Let's clarify this, because you can change your job and repeat the same pattern. It's all about having the perception and the vision so that you can enjoy the journey. And here, this was more of, I'm doing this for the goal, but there's no pleasure. There's conflict. I don't like it, and I'm stuck there, kind of thing. Okay. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Leos for the month of February 2021. Okay, show me death and the Seven of Pentacles. So it's really the end of that. You are not investing in this or this way anymore. Okay, death again. And here I have another seven, the Seven of Cups. So this is like I'm putting efforts, I'm working, I'm putting energy. And where is that going? It's all mixed. This could like fail and be awful, and at the same time my dreams, like what I really wanted, it's all mixed up together. I don't even see where it's going anymore. Ten of Sword, Ten of Sword. My mind is blurred because my emotions are up there, and because I've been passing, I've been putting energy, and I haven't, there's no water in that garden. There's no pleasure. Let's look at the world and the Ten of Swords. So whatever belief you had. So now we had Temperance again, Temperance. Now it's the divine timing is that you are emotionally ready to have that understanding, to have your Ten of Swords, to finish the way you've been thinking. Three of Pentacles, about how you build, you collaborate. Three of Pentacles is also collaboration with other people. What is your vision, your will, your vision, and how you apply it when it comes to your life or the shape of your reality. Hangman, you kind of, probably the universe put everything on hold there for so long because they wanted you to look at that from a different angle. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it didn't fit with you or something like that. But you had to look at it from another angle, and so that you could see that, okay, what are the real profits? What am I doing? What is my vision? Eight of Swords, Six of Swords. Finally getting out of a mental prison that kept you in this kind of status quo, nothing happening thing. And here, why you're able to do that? Hermit, Lovers. Because you're going to go inside, you're going to find your light, your truth, and this is what is going to guide you. Lovers is when we can make a decision that's going to have a long-term impact, and that is inspired by our higher self, by the divine, by cosmic intelligence, name it like you want, through your feminine, and your masculine is going to act accordingly. Here you are, the sun, finding that enthusiasm and that joy again. Okay, let's look at temperance here. Temperance for Leos. Okay. Judgment, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the thief in the night. So that's the Ten of Swords here. What the end of that cycle, going to the accumulation of how you have disempowered yourself by accepting maybe a situation that did not give you anything. And where when you were trying to look in the future, you couldn't see exactly where all of this was going. Is your dreams and your fears and your wounds were all mixed together there. Seven of Swords here with Judgment, this is the waking up from it. Being able to rise to this state of consciousness because it has been prepared by Temperance. Because you can see clearly now what has been happening. It's like a wake up. And here we, King of Swords, you're getting one heck of a clarity about this. Let's look at that King of Pentacles and that High Priestess. Queen of Swords, Page of Swords. We have the King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and now Page of Swords. So it's really all about your perception and how you make your decisions. It's mastering your mind and seeing how, because of our perception, because of beliefs, how we can be stuck in a situation that doesn't go anywhere, that prevents us from being fruitful, that prevents us from having our King of Pentacles in his full power here. Now your perception of, oh my God, I see now where I was losing my power. Seven of Swords, the thief in the night. Yes, you could have discovered that you were robbed, and that's why there was no profit. Yes, basically like that. But it's mostly understanding how it all happened and how it can happen in all the little aspects of our lives. As soon as you think that the outside events, other people, circumstances or whatnot have more power on your life than you, there you've been robbed. So, Queen of Swords, this is all about my perception. How the reality is filtered through my truth. And it is from my perception that I will make decisions. So, here, a completely different perception because there's an understanding of where you lost your power. Let's look at the Five of Wands here. That is under your Ten of Swords with the World, and you had Temperance again with the Three of Pentacles. Things were conflicted before. It's like your willpower was not aligned into where it was going. What is exactly, where is my passion? What do I want to do? Eight of Pentacles. That's like conflict that is preventing me to be completely invested and to see results, invested in my vision, invested in what I want to build, invested in me, putting my concentration and doing it. Here, full of conflict because my vision is blurred, because I'm putting efforts and I'm not even having pleasure doing it anymore. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. You are going to leave that behind. And then we have, because you're able to leave that behind, you have the Three of Wands. So if you look at the Three of Wands and the Seven of Cups, they're the two characters that look in the future. One, when he looks in the future, there's a cloud all with emotional projections in it. And the other one, he sees the horizon, he sees the boats coming or going from his decisions that are going to bring goods or whatever. The future is clear. Being able to go towards that. Here I have a Tower. I think you're ending something because you're realizing that you would never reach happiness and fulfillment that way. Let's look at the King of Cups. You are considering how you are feeling in your decision making. This is emotional intelligence here. Yeah. So you were all conflicted in your emotions. Okay, the Five of Wands. And here is the Devil. Because of limited beliefs. Because this is where you lost your power. This is where you had shackles. Don't look at how you feel. You know, grind your teeth and just push through it for XY reasons. But I don't love it. That's why I'm conflicted. Emotionally conflicted. King of Cups and Five of Wands. And that conflict affects my emotions. And maybe when I speak, it's even like I don't even know. There you go. This is where I'm losing my power also. So this is why at the end of the month, you're able to clear all of that. Chariot. You won't be in disrupted willpower all over the place, because here you're going to look at emotionally how you feel, and that is important. Your perception will be aligned with the High Priestess, with cosmic intelligence, with understanding the mechanics, the energetic mechanics behind things. You will have the vision of it, and therefore be able to readjust the thoughts, the mentality you believe that created chaos in your inside of you or outside of you. It depends of all of you. Let's look at the Chariot here. So there's a leaving, you are leaving something behind, ending something, moving forward. It's a liberation. It's really a liberation. Chariot. And we have again the Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords, Chariot. Eight of Swords, Chariot. Leaving a prison. Leaving, you were staying in that situation even though it was not great at all, because of a belief you had, and you weren't able to pull your whole willpower into one direction until you and as long as you entertained that way of thinking. So here, that Ace of Cups is a cup of self-love, of yes, I'm gonna go and fill my heart with a higher vibration. What Temperance has been brewing yourself to receive more, and therefore clarity is going to come out of all of that. Ace of Cups here, putting you, Magician, into a position of manifesting. And here, Knight of Sword, I know my truth, I'm going for it with my new perception and honoring how I feel. There it is. My Magician will have now is all of his elements upright. So that tells me that there was a cup missing for that cup to be completely upright. Needed self-love, needed Self-love is the capacity of love and abundance and all of that that we can allow in, okay, in ourselves. Of all the elements, it's the only one with a receptacle. You know, it's not just a drop of water, because that is the part inside of us to receive the water. And for that, it depends of our self-love, how much we can receive divine water. Divine water. Whoops, there it is. So that's why you have like the bird of peace and the, see, you have the lusty. I don't remember in English how it is, but the communion with the divine, because the divine speaks through that water. That's why you have all those little yods around it, but in the shape of water in this case. Yod letter in Hebrew, meaning the finger of God, meaning kind of a download of his intelligence, of his will, of his, you know, connection here. And so the magician needs his 4 elements. He needs his swords not to be all over him, blocking him in his mind. He needs to have one clear sword, you know. And we had King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, one clear sword, the cup to its maximum. Pentacles, well, not pentacles like this. Pentacles in the sense of this is our grasp and our power within this matrix. And the wand. And the wand cannot be all over the place like the 5 of Wands. It needs to be aligned. So 5 wands, if it was mature and aligned, it would create a pentacle. There you would have will over matter. But 5 of wands like this, it's will all over the place. So here at the end, you are moving forward successfully, manifesting from a much more emotionally fulfilled place at the end of the month. You are going to make a decision following your inner truth that is going to bring you somewhere else. So I would call that freeing yourself. This is what you're going to do. You're going to free yourself by finishing a cycle of swords. So on this, my beautiful Leos, I'm going to wish you an amazing month of February. Thank you for watching, sharing. Please subscribe to help grow the channel if you like the way I read. If you want a private reading, the description is below. You write to me and I'll write you back with the information on how to book. Apart from that, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, new moons and full moons. And you will have your, you just had your full moon. Yes, it's true. So that's probably the wake-up call here that happened to you, since you're starting with it in the beginning of the month. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so on this, namaste, love and light, and I'll see you next month.